So what we have on the website is obviously we've got a nice homepage and all that sort of stuff, but these is where we collect the leads, and this is where we drive ads to. So you'll see this probably popping up quite a bit amongst most of my stuff at the minute, and it's because they're working and they work well. So so that's rent maximization. We've then got one for SA management, you know, and I'm going to build one today for I'm going to build it today for a quick home sale. So try and get some, you know, good leads for our BRR side of things. But even if you don't do that, it doesn't matter. The principles are exactly the same, and you'll see how easy it is to put together through this document. So Lois, no. Did that mean, I'm assuming you mean you didn't have to access the link. Cool. What I want you to do as well is if at any time you've got a question, just hop off mute and ask it. You know, that's going to be the easiest way to do it. So what we want to do is I always start with these formulas. It just runs down. The reason you do this is it kind of helps you pull out information, but it also gets your brain ticking in a marketing sense. And then you'll also create some good titles that you then use in your adverts and all that sort of stuff. So what actually, I think I might change this one. Is this the right one? Do you know what? This is the wrong document. Let me get the right. That's the wrong document. Don't use that one. Here we go. Is this the right one? Yeah, here we go. Share. Copy link. Right, that's the right document. Everyone jump on that one. The one I gave you before was for a funnel that I've just built out. So can everyone see that? Yeah? Yeah, cool. All right, so if you are using ClickFunnels, you can easily install templates from here. So you literally just click that, and it'll take you into ClickFunnels, and then it'll ask you to install the template. So you're ahead of the game. If you're not using ClickFunnels, don't worry too much about it. Basically, what we want is an opt-in page, a link to the active campaign, which is my email delivery, sales call page, thank you page. All in pages should include pixels and Hyros code. So for me, Hyros is a software I use to track advert spend, and Pixels is Facebook. Calendly synced up, email follow-up series of tags and adverts. Again, you don't have to do all this, but this is what I do. So I'm just telling you what's working for me. If you want to then copy it, feel free. A lot of these softwares are free or next to nothing per month. So what we want to do, first and foremost, is just start writing these adverts. So why you don't need, and then you just kind of follow the templates. So take unpleasant action, why you don't need, let's have a think about this. Get my creative juices flowing. To waste time doing viewings to sell your house. Remember that mine is for quick house sale, right? So you would then put this into play for, you know, whatever you're going to do. Most of you are probably going to build out a rent-to-rent type funnel, I would say. So you want to be attracting landlords in. So you want to be thinking about, you know, the proven script, the Magic 8. You know, if you look at my rent maximization is, you know, these 4 common pitfalls make it virtually impossible for landlords to make a great return on their investment. You know, find out what's stopping you from maximum rental income so you can eliminate it and live your dreams. You know, 4 fatal mistakes that landlords which keep them broke and frustrated with tenants. So we're just leveraging all the pain points all the time in every bit of copy that we're writing. How to achieve, how to pay for more, how how to achieve impossible goal, sell your house in the next 24 hours without using, without a viewing, without hosting a viewing. 7 critical warning signs you're about to get no viewings and how to avoid it. So these are just, just all we're trying to do here is grab people's attention and make them want to read more into the funnel. And what we might do is this might actually then trigger us to write an ebook, which then they would download and get the value. All of this will take some time to put together, but it is worth it if you want to take your lead generation to the next level. The big lie estate agents tell about selling your home that could cost you thousands. Pretty powerful headline that, if you're actually selling your home, you're in the market to sell your home, and you come across something like that. So basically you go through these timeless formulas and you fill them all out, and it'll get your juices going. And then this headline formula is finally, how to sell your home in 24 hours without thing they fear the most. Let's just keep it simple so we keep flowing. Finally, how to sell your home in 24 hours without paying a penny in fees in 24 hours. So just read it, how to sell your home. Actually, no, I'll get rid of that because it's like double. Without paying a penny in fees in 24 hours guaranteed. Pretty powerful headline. So what we then do is ultra compelling, fascinating bullets template. So this is, just going to give us a bit more meat on the bones for our adverts and our marketing. So, how to sell your home in 24 hours without using an agent. You need an estate agent to sell your home, right? Wrong. And then discover the number one thing you can do to sell your house within 24 hours without an agent or paying any fees. Everyone see how this is kind of piecing together now and how you're starting to create some, quite powerful stuff. So basically you can just, continue going down, finishing all them off. And then we get this landing page copy here. So this is actually, you'll see here, this looks fairly similar to this. And this is literally just a cut and paste job once you've got your funnel all set up, and you just bang it in there. So attention, homeowners who can't sell their house, sell a home. Attention, homeowners who can't sell their house, home. These 3 common pitfalls made it virtually impossible for homeowners to achieve a quick sale. Finally, find out what's stopping you from selling your home quickly. So you can eliminate and live your dreams. We then have the contact form. For a strictly limited time, you can download a free copy of our exclusive report. Whatever, 5 fatal mistakes. I'll go 3, match that up the top. 3 fatal mistakes homeowners make, which keeps them, 3 fatal mistakes homeowners make, which keeps them from ever moving. Okay. Then we kind of go into the bullet points. So in this exclusive report, we will reveal the #1 reason. The idea of this is literally just to get a lead, right? It's not about trying to sell them anything. It's not about, all we want to do though is make sure we've got a good qualified lead. Because, you know, I remember some marketing I did years ago, and it was, you know, we were getting leads, but the leads that would come through were just, you know, even you've probably experienced it a bit with maybe some of your Gumtree ads or your Facebook Marketplace ads, where you're like pitching for a guaranteed rent, and you're getting like basically tenants that are DSS and can't go through an agent. Like, oh, is this available? And they're looking to rent a property. They just get such a missed message. So the idea of this is to make sure that we are 100% getting rid of anybody that this doesn't relate to. And, you know, we're just getting good qualified leads come through. I'd rather have 10 good qualified leads than 100 crap ones. You know, the 10 good ones should turn into 3 or 4 deals, and, you know, that's a good ROI. So, so the #1 reason why homeowners can't seem to sell their home no matter how hard they try, why you should never trust people who tell you, I might even change people to estate agents. I love them, but they are an easy target to use against them when you want to do stuff like this. Why should you never trust estate agents who tell you they can achieve more than market value, and what you should do instead? The honest truth about, and why it can be so much easier, the honest truth about selling your home in 24 hours, and why it can be so much easier than you ever imagined, and so much more. Get instant access, simply fill out this form, blah, blah, blah. Right, so what we then do is this. Just, is anyone here actually using ClickFunnels? No, 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 no. Okay. ClickFunnels is, it's so easy to build. The downside of ClickFunnels is it does have a monthly membership. The cheapest one's $97. So, you know, you've got to make sure that it works for you. They do give you a 14-day free trial, but that's it. There's no like when you get to a certain number of subscribers. But what you can do is you can do split testing all the time, and it declares the winners for you. You know, and it's just really easy to put together, like I'm about to show you. So I am going to if we go rent maximization opt-in. So this is a template that I've already got. All I'm going to do is clone the funnel step. And then I'm going to add it to the funnel, and it'll put it down the bottom here. And then what we need to do is just change it a bit. So in the settings here, steps. Shit, I changed the wrong one. Yep, nice one. So then all we literally do is go to this document and just cut and paste into the various sections. Let's get rid of that. So here, cut and paste that. Cut and paste. So this is why ClickFunnels are so easy to build websites. I've used this for years. I have tried other stuff, but you can see why the bloke's got like a gazillion-dollar business, because it just works so well, and the stats and stuff that you get from it as well. So I'm just going to take this picture out, just get rid of everybody's beautiful faces. I'm just going to take this picture out for now because I don't want the wrong picture to be in there. In fact, we'll just hide it for now. There we go. Full name.
Do you use Canva to create those, Ryan?
Pass. Faye doesn't. I think she might use Photoshop, but you can.
I'm watching this on there.
Hey, you there?
Yeah. You cut out then. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Faye does them. I think she might do them on Photoshop, but I'm sure you can probably find something similar that works on Canva. It just
they're all pretty similar.
Look like a book. You know. We then have this template's all predefined. So I then obviously put in some sort of banner here, which just gives you a bit of credibility, ICO, PRS, you know, that sort of stuff. Don't worry too much about it. You can all pretty much, so for a strictly time, blah, blah, blah. Get that in there. In this exclusive report, we will build. So it gets a bit, it does take a while to put these together, but I mean, it's worthwhile doing though if you want to get some lead generation going, because once you've created these, they're pretty powerful and they do work. You don't really need to tweak it. So send my free report. So this basically, when there's a button type option on ClickFunnels, it comes up with like set an action, and you can decide what action to do. So this action, you know, is send them to a scroll on the page. You know, then you put in a testimonial. So if you've got things like this as well, you can just drag them. So I want that to sit there, and then get rid of that. Getting access to simplify, blah, 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 blah. Right, so that's your opt-in page done. And then preview. So obviously we need to get our little book in here, but that now has everything that we need as an opt-in page. To get that, I'll just change this because this is from Richard. You can be the star man today. So that's part one. What we then do is this sales copy part, you go into it in a bit more detail. So finally, you know, again, it's just filling them out, choosing the right headlines. You know, this I'll show you here, really starts to open them up a bit. So the idea here is now to get them to book a call. So the idea of the first page is to get them to download that guide and give us their email address. Then we go to this page here, which is the idea is to get them to book a call. So this is for my rent maximization. So once they've downloaded the guide, they go straight to this page. And then you know, attention landlords who want to maximize their profits, find out how to get maximum profit without a tenant in 24 hours guaranteed. Claim your free 30-minute consultation, discover step by step, blah, blah, blah. They can hit this, and then it goes to Calendly link, which I'll show you in a second. But all you got to do is just basically fill in all the information here in this document and get it into the funnel here. So finally, a quick and easy way for you to create a passive rental income. Are you sick of disrespectful tenants, tired of turnovers and voids? You know, looking for more ways to earn more and work less, faster, blah, blah, blah. We help do this. Do you notice how I'm not ever, all of this is kind of just relying on the pain points, you know? We're just constantly talking about, you know, what do they want is the pain points. I'm not constantly going like, we're amazing and we can do this for you and we can do that for you. Yeah, that's dropped in at certain points, but, you know, because they ultimately do want to know what we're doing. But, you know, it's all about, you know, save yourself years of trial and cost error by using our blueprint. You know, why waste years of struggling along to figure out the best results? You know, have a better lifestyle, claim your free consultation. Here's a brief outline. You know, you could be at serious risk of losing money. The proven 3 strategies I've used to surpass 50K plus revenue, the devastating mistakes, blah, 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 blah. And that's all, you know, just telling them what they can have. It's not like, oh, Luke Holmes does this for you and we're amazing and we can like be your best friend and, you know, all that crap that you see all the time. It's just hitting the pain point of what they want. And that's what good marketing is. Good marketing is about talking to the people so that when they read it, you know, a bit like the session before, right? There'll have been a lot of people on the session, not so much you guys because you take action, but there'll have been a lot of people in that session before that I was talking directly to. You know, a lot of the stuff I was saying was resonating with them because they don't take action. They fuck about. They get themselves busy. You know, they're just wasting time and they're not doing things right. You know, one of the breakout sessions we had, someone asked me, basically, you know, that he didn't have any money to join the program. I said, well, you know, is that a circumstance or is that a decision? You know, you know, are you saying that you've got no money? You know, are you relying on your circumstances? You know, or are you actually going to do something about it and go find the money? Because I said to him, if I said to you in 90 days, I will put £10 million in your bank account, guaranteed, I guarantee you'd go and find the money, right? So he was using his circumstances as an excuse. Anyway, getting off tangent a bit, but 87% of landlords will never achieve passive. You know, we just got to talk to the people, talk to our avatar. Who is the ideal avatar? You know, and this goes for everything. So like if you want to do service accommodation and you want to get direct bookings in your marketing, talk to the avatar that you want to get direct bookings for. Is it tourists? Is it contractors? If it's contractors, is there a specific industry of contractors? You know, if so, how can you talk to them? If it's HMOs, you know, and you want to get tenants in or whatever it might be, you know, what type of tenant you want, talk to them in your marketing, talk to them in your messaging. So, so basically it goes through this. I give them a guarantee, you know, and because I know that we'll deliver on the promise. So, you know, try and take away any risk. I remember one marketing mentorship I was on, the guy said, if the guarantee does not scare the business owner, you haven't got a good enough guarantee. So, you know, if you can't create a guarantee that scares you, and almost keeps you awake at night, your guarantee is not good enough, you know. And the more you can scare yourself with your guarantee, the more leads you'll get. So you got to remember as well that most people will read this but forget about it. You know, you get the odd 1 or 2, maybe 5% that might hold you onto it, you know. But you know, so my guarantee is that, you know, I'll top them up anything if they don't make more money using us. If they rent their house to us and they don't make more money, I will top them up. Now I know fine well, just based on, you know, longevity, contracts, no cleaning, no maintenance, all that sort of good stuff. I could always argue the case that they are making more money using us, and that's why they should use us. You know, part of the proven script. Again, here's what our clients got to say. You know, we'll definitely recommend Luke Holmes. They save my SE units from going under. You know, that was. I've actually got a picture of this testimonial, but don't get too many people can like put too many pictures in things, and it actually takes away from the value of the content that's getting written. So try not to put too many pictures in that draw attention away. You want them focused on reading the content. So what then basically happens is they claim this free consultation. They go to a Calendly page. We have in Calendly, great tool. Again, this is all about systems and automation. You know, you want to make sure that people are able to do stuff without trying, basically, or without you having to get involved. So this is the event here. Rent maximization partner call, discover how to change the way you rent your properties. So when they get to this page here, it tells you here, discover out when it's going to create an event. They can just go to the calendar, choose a date, choose a time, whatever it might be, and then they just fill in all the information, and then that books it in our calendar. Obviously, it only, because of the way Calendly works, it only schedules it at the times that we set available, and then what's available on the calendar. As you all know, trying to book calls with myself, it's exactly the same software. But what you can also get is invitee questions. So we have, you know, where's your property? How many bedrooms does it have, and when is it available? You know, so at least we're prepped when we go on the call. We can get on that call like, hey, you know, we know that your property's in Manchester. It's got 4 bedrooms and it's available now, you know. And then we also can send confirmation pages and notification pages. So, you know, when they'll receive a invite before the call. Let me just grab that confirmation page, because this, and then basically once they've booked the call, they go to the Rent Maximize. You're all booked in. You should receive a link in our Zoom call shortly in your inbox, and show you a couple of minutes early. That is it in terms of the funnel and how it's built out. So, and that's all in here. Just, you know, claim your free, no obligation 30-minute consultation. You know, it's only for people who are serious. And then the next part of it is putting them into an email series. And, you know, as we've spoke on many of the sessions before, the success is in the follow-up in this game. So you want to make sure that you're, you know, successful, and you want to make sure that you're in a good follow-up. Let's have a look at these. So
is this a paid system as well, or is this free?
This is actually free until you've got 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, right. Wow. So,
so this is free until you've got 1,000 subscribers. So this is like, this automates my whole business. Like, if, you know, I'm sure you've all got bombarded with emails before you came into the program, and even since, and, you know, what have you. Obviously, I'm not sat there emailing everybody every day, you know, just you go in, you set a trigger. So like, this is where it gets a bit more complicated, but like, 4 fatal mistakes landlords is added. I've got a form built in here, which basically when someone fills the form in on ClickFunnels, it actually then adds that tag to them. And then as soon as that tag's added, it starts this sequence. So obviously it delivers the report to them, and then it sends them, you know, various other emails, wait for current time, always checking to see if it's got it. And then it goes off into like loads of different flows, you know, and it just keeps flowing all the way through. So we're just constantly, we're automatically following up all the time, you know, depending on what we want to do. And this here is the follow-up email series. So there's 7 emails that you put together. So, you know, just like your name. Yesterday, requested a copy of the report. You know, the report's great for stuff. And you just build it out just like you've built your funnel out. But you're always wanting to try and get them back on a call. You know, get them back into a strategy session so that we can then discuss about SA management, rent maximization, quick home sale, whatever your funnel's designed for. You know, if you're serious about the results. And when you get this, you know, once you've got your funnels working, you then, you get them out there, right? So so that's your email series, and then you just build the email series in ActiveCampaign. You can also use like MailChimp and some others, but I use ActiveCampaign. I think it's brilliant. And then what we want to do with the adverts is we want to, advertising at this stage is all about selling the click. It's got nothing to do. You want to try and marry it up to what's behind the funnel, but it's about selling the click. So you just want somebody to be scrolling, especially if we're doing sponsored ads. You just want somebody to be scrolling, and they then, you know, get on the advert stops them, and then they want to click to find out more. Obviously, you don't want them clicking for like, you know, how you can make £1 million, and then they go to like a quick home sale page. There's no connection there, right? But it's got to be connected, but at the same time, it's about the clicks. So what I find works really well, especially on Facebook, is these sort of like breaking news type. You'll have probably seen these in the 7-figure groups and stuff and kicking around, but like a kind of breaking news type story seems to really work quite well and draw people in. So, and again, we're just trying to sell the clicks. So let me just pull this over a bit and be able to see the full picture. So, again, breaking news, how I help save landlords thousands. If you're a landlord and you see that picture and you read that headline, you're going to probably click, right? Or you're going to be at least a bit interested. So, how I helped save landlord 3 years ago there, met my first landlord, and you're just creating stories. Always be storytelling with marketing, and get vulnerable as well. You don't have to always be the hero that saved the day and has made like, got this massive successful business and whatever. Just tell the story and resonate with their problems, and they'll be more interested in clicking and going through with you. I knew nothing about this several years ago, but I figured it out. I've created a free report to show you the common pitfalls and make it virtually impossible. I'm not selling anything at this stage. All I'm selling here is the click. So I just want them to click and go into the funnel. And then I know that the funnel is going to convert and it's going to come through. So, estate agents fear this man, same sort of thing. Property entrepreneur breaks his silence. You'll never understand just how wrong estate agents have it until you read this shocking expose, blah, blah, blah. So this could potentially bring in the wrong people. It could potentially bring an estate agent in as well as landlords. So you might want to get a bit specific with the copy there. But it does kind of qualifies it there at the end. But reading the title, if I was an estate agent, I'd be like, I'm interested in this. What's going on here? What's he saying? Same for, secret landlord success strategies revealed. Attention landlords spent thousands of hours over the last 36 months building landlords up and down the country, blah, 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 blah. Again, just a picture. And you can, just come back to Rich, you can knock these things up in Canva. Faye does use Photoshop because, she's a whiz on it, but you can knock these things up in Canva quite easily. I don't know whether Canva's free or not, but it's no more than I think 10 quid or $10 a month. So it's a game. I love Canva. Definitely started creating a lot of my adverts on Canva at the beginning before I kind of branched out into a marketing department. So you've just got to always be just looking to sell the click. So again, this one here, service accommodation management, how I help save Airbnb host thousands, 3 years, Airbnb host fear this man, so they're just, there's loads of different angles you can come from to sell the click. And then from that, obviously from the advert, you're going into your funnel, from the funnel, you're going into your Calendly page. And then from your Calendly page, you're going into the sales call. No, the sales call is the Calendly page. If they don't sign up to the sales call, so what I have in Calendly is every time someone books a call on that specific event, it will give them another tag, and then that tag will take them out of the automation, because you don't want an email sequence, especially like the last email is quite blunt. Like, I need a decision, are you still interested in, this? I'm asking because I need you to make a decision. If they've already booked a call with you because they responded on email too, you don't really want them getting this email. So you need to make sure that your tagging and everything is all synced up, that when someone books a call, they then get tagged in active campaign as, whatever rent maximization call booked. And then you will have it in your automation, like I have here, does not match the following conditions, does not have the tag rent maximization partner call. So that's mine there. So if it doesn't have that tag, it continues the email series down. If it does have that tag, it just stops. You can actually put end automation there if you want, but it doesn't matter. It just stops. They don't continue down the funnel. And that happens at each stage. So you're just constantly making sure that your data is correct and filtered, and that the right people are getting the right emails. Because there'd be nothing worse than getting one of these calls booked off like maybe email number 1. But they don't book for a week, and then the next 6 days they get bombarded with an email like, why have you not booked a call? Why have you not booked a call? Why have you not booked a call? And then eventually they go, well, fuck them, I'm not going to work with them. you know, and you've burnt the lead by just having this all, you know, incorrectly set up. So huge, powerful tool. Just double check I haven't missed anything. Boom, 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 boom. Email follow series. Yeah. Adverts, 2-step. Yeah. So the adverts, you then want to run a 2-step strategy on. So you don't have to pay for Facebook advertising to get this going. You can create these adverts, the ones that we showed you here at the bottom. You can create these and just post them on your profiles and post them here. And then maybe just have a CTA at the bottom, which might be like, the report is yours, just enter your details, hit the download button. So you might just change that to be like, if you'd like to copy this report, comment, whatever, download in the comments. And then when you get them to comment, you then just like it, comment, hey, I'm going to send you a DM, and then you send them a link to the funnel, and they then go through the funnel steps themselves. So the only kind of manual interaction you need to do is getting them into the funnel. But this stuff works, you know, and the only thing I would say is post it obviously on your profile and your page as much as you want. But if you're going to target certain groups, property groups, just make sure you choose the right ones, because some of the groups don't allow you to obviously post or spam in their groups. They don't want you building email lists from their groups, and you don't want to get kicked out of some of these groups, because that's where we can use these groups to leverage a lot more stuff. But you know, you could also, once you've got your funnels set up, you can then go into, like, let's say for example, you want to do SA management, right? And you've got a funnel for SA management. You might then drop into service accommodation network, you know, 20,000 people or whatever's in there. And you might be like, just type in the little magnifying glass, like SA management, or issues with cleaners, or, you know, just try and think of keywords. And then you go and search those posts and you start looking at the comments, and then you're like, you might see one like, hey, does anyone know any SA management companies? And then you just comment, hey, I'm just about to send you a DM. And then they'll obviously get the notification. Then you send them a DM with the link to SA management, to your funnel. And then it's up to them if they want to go through the funnel. But building your funnels out with the content that I've just shown you, you will get high conversion rates. You know, that is a blueprint that I've used, and it's working really well for us across all the different funnels that I use. And, you know, it does get the guides downloaded. We do get the strategy calls booked. And then obviously we're acquiring properties on the back end and building our pipeline up. What you can also do in active campaign is, if they download the guide, but then don't go after the strategy call and they don't respond with the 7-day email series, what you might then do is you can then build an automation after that. So you can then maybe give it a week before you then maybe start going at them again with a different automation. Just remember that if they're not biting on the strategy call after 7 days of being hit with email, there's a good chance that that's not going to work. So don't go back in with that. Just change your angle of attack. You've got their email address now. You know that they were interested in the problems that you highlighted. So how can you then leverage that and create a new maybe automation series to either get them on a call, or maybe they want to email, or maybe they want to do a DM chat, whatever it might be. You've just got to try and figure that out. You might even go as far as just like searching their email on Facebook and just opening a conversation with them. You know, obviously I try and automate all my stuff as much as possible, because I think that way you can get more volume. Whereas, you know, you'd always have to have people getting emails, go and find them Facebook. I don't think that's a good use of time, but I think it's not a bad use of time to get going and get started with all this. But as you build it and you see what's working, you want to just be trying to get traffic into your funnels, and then your funnels take care of everything else based on the automations that you set. So it's, for me, this is working well for us. So I thought it was worthwhile showing you guys. I'll now just open the floor up for questions, really. And if you want me to go over anything or explain anything further, then I am happy to do so.
Just a quick one from me, just to jump in. So all this is based on having those ebooks, if you like, that you can give them, that they could download, everything else.
Yeah.
How would you change it if you haven't already built that content up?
Yeah, so that's one thing that I probably haven't covered, and I'll drop this in here. Create ebook. I just basically what I do is I just write the ebook. It takes like this is where you got to like be careful. I remember one of the first ones I did, I was like the 14 reasons why, and then I got to the ebook, I was like, fucking hell, I'm gonna have to write 14 reasons now. And you're like going, you know, so like you kind of like adding work onto yourself. The title was great and it sounded amazing, but I'd actually just created a whole lot of work for myself. So like now you'll see most of mine like 3 or 4 or 5 tips, you know, because then I can quite quickly. So you know, this all comes down to like you know, just putting that focused marketing time and the content sort of writing time on your diary and just being like, right, I'm going to create an ebook this morning, 45 minutes. What's the title? And just go at it, you know, and you just typing away and always sell the what, not the how. So, you know, you can tell them like what they're experiencing, you know, or what you do to overcome it, but you never tell them how you're doing it. And that's good marketing. You know, always give the what away, not the how. The how comes probably more when you've got them on the strategy call and you're trying to nail them into what you do. But yeah, the ebook is that you can then just knock it up on Canva. You know, you can actually choose like a PDF A4 book or whatever it might be, and you can knock that up on Canva and then obviously just save it as a PDF, and then you just have a link to it to be able to then distribute it through your when they click and download it. But yeah, keep the titles or keep the numbers small. That's probably my biggest lesson learned and top tip.
Okay, cheers.
Ryan, how often are you suggesting we should do something like this?
Oh, like just like once, just set it up. So like once these funnels are set, if the only time you would ever change it, and you would never change pages 2, 3, 4, it might just be the ebook and the title that you might change. And you might not even need to change the ebook. You know, and that's why we do at the beginning, we do all those like the titles. So you might just create, you know, you could have all these different titles. How many here? Is there 12 or something? 13, 14, 15. So there's like, no, there's 20 there. So there's 20 different titles that you could potentially use or as the title of your funnel, but you can still deliver the same ebook. So you might, if you're not getting any traction, you might just change the title. But the format of it's all set up. So, and then it's just testing it, you know, so change the title. And like the good thing with ClickFunnels is you can split test. So you could have them both running at the same time. And then every time a user hits the website, the ClickFunnels system will decide which landing page to show them. And then over time, after a bit of traffic, ClickFunnels will say, this one's the winner. And then you promote that one. And then you build another one out and you do the same thing over and over again. And that's how you really get good at marketing, is you're constantly split testing. And every time that you get a winner, you go and create an alternative, and then you let that play its way out. And then you see if you get a winner again. And then so you're constantly improving on the result all the time.
Okay, thanks.
Any more questions?
Hi, Ryan. I'm not sure if the microphone's working. I've been having all sorts of problems with this morning. So a couple of things from my end. At what point in your property journey would you recommend starting this? And the approach that you've got there, like the big words in it, you know, the headline topics, that sort of thing, you know, the breaking news messages, all that sort of stuff. It's quite like in your face stuff. Is that a definite, you know, better approach than something which is a bit leaner, something which is a bit softer, and a bit more targeted?
My ethos in life is money follows attention. So you need to get attention. I think just have a think about like, what stops you scrolling? You know, like what stops you scrolling? You know, for me, it's these like impactful messages that hit home in the first few lines of like, you know, if I was like, you know, are you suffering from, you know, a marriage breakdown, blah, 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 blah. If you were going through a rocky time in your marriage, that would stop you in your tracks. And you'd be like, okay, let's read a bit more into this. So it's always about capturing the person. the target and everything you can do in the back end of Ads Manager, and you can actually get specific people. Like you can target landlords, you can target people that are interested in Zoopla, you can target, you know, Rightmove. You know, on the coaching side of things, I can actually target ads to Progressive Properties. They've got over 100,000 people. I can target my ads to them. You know, you can target ads to your own page. There's a quirky way to do that. And then when you get a bit better at it as well, what you can do is you can use YouTube ads to be able to, again, further target stuff. So you could, you know, you could drop a video in front of a certain channel that is maybe promoting, you know, quick sale properties or whatever it might be. And then that video would then be a, you know, download my free ebook. It's going to tell you whatever your title is. And then that gets them into the funnel. So there's like so much you can do with it once you've got past this stage. In answer to your question, when you should start it, I would say now. I think I wish I'd started this a lot sooner, because once it's built, you know, you only need like, you know, yes, it's $97 a month to run ClickFunnels, but like you only need one lead a month that turns into a decent rent-to-rent deal to pay for that. It's going to more than pay for it, you know? So it's, for me, it's not that expensive. You know, you can turn it off whenever you want. You don't have to, it's not like long contracts either. So you can turn it off whenever you want, but having an ability to put people through a proper funnel, I think is very powerful, as long as you've got your marketing message right, as long as you can sell the click, and as long as you're getting people into your funnel. I'm not so sure, like, whenever I see an ad or something that I'm interested in, I don't like go, and this might just be me, but I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't go like, oh, well, I'm going to investigate who that person or company is first before I actually delve further into that advert and see what that's all about. I go into the advert first, and then I like, right, and I'll go through it, you know, only maybe when I get to either having to pay something or, you know, go a bit further, that I might then start saying, okay, well, I'll just jump out of Facebook here and just maybe go and Google who they are, see what their Instagram account's like, and do a bit more research. But if you follow the business setup structure that we've got in the early part of the program, then you should have all that laid out in a fashion that, you know, hits the mark on that front. So they click on your page and they see that you're involved in property. They can see you've got nice banners and it tells you exactly what you do, you know, all that sort of stuff. So, and that's, you know, that's vitally important. There's a training session in the program, but there's also a training session on that in the unit of the 7-figure group. If you want to catch up on that from when we did the 5-day challenge, but the business setup, it shouldn't take that long, and then you just driving traffic to yourself all the time. Does that help?
Yeah, definitely. Big help. Thanks for that.
Any more questions?
Hi, just had a quick question, if that's all right.
Yeah, sure.
Is it, you're saying it's $97 a month? Is that per lead, or is that like the fee
No,
that you pay?
that's just for the soft. That's just for ClickFunnels. That's just for the software. So so basically, ClickFunnels is an alternative to WordPress.
Okay.
But what you can do with here, I'll show you a bit more about what you. I didn't really want to go into it too much, but let's just jump on the old pages. So with ClickFunnels, you can create things within seconds to work for you. So there's no like code required to be able to, you know, get forms. So, you know, this is one of our old forms, you know, there's a video dropped in there. But if I want to, you know, if I want to add a new section to the website, I just go here. I can add in one of my custom sections, or I can choose a layout, you know, full width. I can then, you know, add in, you know, whatever, another section. And then within that section, I can put in a headline, you know, whatever. And then, you know, I could drop in an image, you know, I can put in a form if I then want to do a submit form for like an email address, link it with a button. So it's like, it's just so easy and quick to build out like a website basically. You know, with that button, what you want to happen? Okay, well, when someone submits that button, I want them to go to my whatever calendly.com page. So it'll open it in the same window, opens it in a new window. You know, you scroll it to the bottom of the page. there's just so much you can do with it, and it's very easy to just quickly knock up forms, websites, and you can just pull and, you know, drag and drop stuff in it. So I just, for me, I tried WordPress once and I was just not cut out for it. I just thought it was a waste of time. By the time you teach yourself how to use it all, don't get me wrong, it probably works. I just wasn't prepared to get my head around it. So I started using that, and then, you know, it's just, I think most people understand that it's built for funnels, sales funnels. That's how it was originally intended. So it is more of a sales funnel, but like, I think 10, 15 years ago, you needed a fancy website just for having the sake of a fancy website. Like now it is about sales funnel. You think about all the websites you go on now, it's a funnel to get you from there to leave an email address to something bigger. Mm-hmm. You know, everything we do now is funnels, whether it's lead pages is another one that you can use. That's another way to just build out funnels. There's also another one. What's the other one called? I used to use it. It was part of that marketing mentorship that I did many moons ago. It's similar to lead pages. I can't remember what it's called. Lead flow, maybe something like that. But I always seem to come back to ClickFunnels.
Okay. All right. Cheers. But just one other thing. I think I would struggle with you know, of any sort of freelancers out there, or someone who you can actually pay to just set it up initially and then run it yourself?
Yeah. So if you jump on Fiverr.com or Upwork.com, but you'll find that someone will want the thick end of a grant, 1,500 quid to set a funnel up for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, honestly, it's not that difficult to use. They've got great support in the help documents. You just got to you just type in your problem, and it's got a video, 2-minute video of how to do it. So right. It's dead easy to set up. You can even with ClickFunnels, I've done all the hard work for you. So now that I've got this open, this will work. Let me show you this. So when you have a ClickFunnels account, if you go to here and just click this, it then basically says high converting sales funnel bundle, add to your funnel. You add that to your funnel, and that gives you the steps that you need. All you then need to do is go and cut and paste this content into that funnel, and you're done. Okay. So I'll only charge you 500 quid for that, but that's how you know, it's dead easy. It's all done for you. So you know, I don't want you spending hours and hours doing this stuff. I want you out there implementing, but it is a good way to get leads into your business.
Yeah, no, it looks great. Cheers.
Any more questions?
Yeah, sorry. Do you use that as your main website then, or have you got a separate website as well?
No, that is my, so go back. This is my website.
Okay, so, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
So that's like the funnel. But then like each one of these pages, so like if we go learn more in there, if the internet works, it takes them straight to the funnel. Mm-hmm. So they're actually, so I direct traffic straight to the funnel from adverts. So they would go straight to that landing page rather than this home page. But if someone just browses on my site and wants to come on a home page, and they click to learn more, it then takes them to the start of that funnel. Because I'm always wanting to, like, don't underestimate the power of having an email database. You know, every email you've got on your database, they reckon is worth £1 of recurring income every month. So if you can get 1,000 people on your list, technically that's worth 1,000 quid every single month. You know, without having to do anything else really. So yeah, I've got my whole website built on ClickFunnels.
Okay, thanks.
Anything else? No. Cool. Alrighty, what we'll do now, we'll take a quick 15 minutes, and then I'll come back. I'll drop, and then with the 7-figure guys, we're going to go through building out a business plan. So is 15 minutes all right? Is that long enough? Yeah, cool. I'll drop that into, I'll drop the link into the Facebook group, and I shall see, what day are we on today? Friday? No, Saturday. I totally lost by the days. Cool. All right. Well, yeah, I'll see. Well, I'll see it, Six Figure Guys and Girls, till what'll be Tuesday night, and we can get back after it. But just keep plodding on. Obviously, any questions, keep putting it in the group, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care.